Welcome students. In this video, let us look at the general equation of a circle. We have already seen the standard equation of circle. For example, if the center of the circle is 2, 3 and the radius is equal to 2 units. What is the equation of this circle? The equation is nothing but x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 2 square. This form is called the standard form of a circle. Now, if you expand these terms, x minus 2 whole square is x square minus 4x plus 4 plus y square minus 6y plus 9 is equal to 4. This 4 and this 4 gets cancelled. This implies x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y plus 9 is equal to 0. So this type of representing the equation of circle is called the general equation of a circle. The general equation of a circle. That is, the general equation of a circle looks like x square plus y square plus some coefficient of x plus some coefficient of y plus c is equal to 0. The general equation of circle looks like x square plus y square plus some coefficient of x plus some coefficient of y plus some constant is equal to 0. So the general equation of a circle is a non-homogeneous quadratic in x and y, as we have seen in the previous topics, of the form ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0, where the first condition is the coefficient of x square and the coefficient of y square have to be same, and as you can very clearly see, the xy term is missing. So whatever standard form you expand, you'll never get any xy term because there is no coupling of x and y terms. So the coefficient of x square has to be equal to coefficient of y square and h has to be equal to 0. So these are the two conditions which ensure that a general quadratic in x and y represents a circle. Now, what you need to understand is, if a general equation of a circle is given, can you find the center of the circle and the radius of the circle? In the standard equation, the center and radius are clearly visible. Now, if you are given x square plus y square minus 4x minus 6y plus 9 is equal to 0, obviously this also represents a circle. This is exactly same as this equation. So this also represents a circle. Now the question is, can we find center and radius of this circle? So this is what you need to understand for a general equation of circle. So if a general equation of a circle is given, how do we find the center and radius of the circle? So let us go into that. So now let us try to analyze the center and radius of the general equation of a circle. So x square plus y square plus some coefficient of x plus some term containing y plus some constant is equal to 0. We have already seen that the coefficient of x is taken as 2g instead of g, and the coefficient of y is taken as 2f instead of f. Now, what is the center of the circle? So to find the center of the circle, the simple way is to convert this into standard form, and then you can compare the corresponding terms. So to convert this into standard form, I'll first group my x terms together and y terms together, and I'll separate the constant and send it on to that side. Now I'll try to complete the squares. So I have x square plus 2gx. In the standard form, I want x minus something whole square. That means I need some perfect square. So what is the term to be added to this to make this a perfect square? So you have x square plus 2gx. If you have a g square term here, this becomes a perfect square. And if you have an f square term here, these three terms become perfect square. So if you add g square and f square here, you also have to add them on this side. So this becomes, these three terms become x plus g whole square plus these three terms becomes y plus f whole square is equal to g square plus f square minus c is nothing but root of g square plus f square minus c whole square, right? Now this has been converted into the standard form. Hence, what is the center of this circle? The center is nothing but, this is x minus of minus g, y minus of minus f. So the center is minus g comma minus f. And what is the radius of this circle? X minus x1 whole square plus y minus y1 whole square is equal to r square. So whatever is this is the radius of the circle. Root of g square plus f square minus c. So the center is nothing but minus of g is nothing but x coefficient by 2 and minus of y coefficient by 2. So you have some x coefficient and some y coefficient. So minus of x coefficient by 2 minus of y coefficient by 2 is the center of the circle. And the radius is nothing but root of, so I won't be writing this, I'll just tell g is nothing but x coefficient by 2 whole square plus y coefficient by 2 whole square minus constant term. So these are the properties of a general equation of circle. These are formulas which you need to remember. You need to commit these to your memory, the center and radius, and just need to remember this, that these are the properties to the standard, to the general equation of circle. And in the general equation, before applying these formulas, you need to check that x square and y square coefficients are equal to 1. So these formulas are valid only if x square and y square coefficients are equal to 1. So sometimes, to confuse you, you'll be given the x square and y square coefficient other than 1. So in that case, before applying this formula, first you need to make the coefficients as 1 and then you can apply this formula. So I hope you have understood this. For example, x square plus y square minus 6x plus 8y minus 3 is equal to 0. So what is the center of the circle? The center is minus of x coefficient by 2 minus of y coefficient by 2. It is minus of minus 6 by 2. 3 minus of 8 by 2 is minus 4. And what is the radius? Root of g square. Because you're squaring this, even if you have minus g, it doesn't matter, right? So effectively what you need to do is you need to square these two numbers. So g square, this is minus g minus f. So g square plus f square is same as minus g whole square plus minus f whole square. So what I'm trying to say is, you don't need to find G and F again. So you already have the center. So you just need to square these two terms. So 9 plus 16 minus C. Minus of minus 3 is plus 3. That is equal to root of 28. So the center is 3 minus 4 and the radius is root 28. Now let us look at some further examples and understand the concepts of real circle, point circle and imaginary circle.